Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. Today we're here again in every state independent. I'm sorry it's been a while, it's been over a week. I've been trying to get videos out. I've just been really busy with some schoolwork. So I do apologize for that, but I'm going to try to step up the game again. We're going to get a lot of videos out, and we're going to be doing a lot more battles, but we're also going to be doing a lot more series as well. We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff, I promise. And we're going to try to finish this series up here pretty soon. I don't want to blabble on for too long because I want to get you guys into this video because I know you guys have been hyped for this for a really long time. But first I need to thank all my patrons, the Mad King, Samuel Bjornson, Jeremy Houston, and Infinitum Gamer. Thank you all for being amazing patrons. If you would like to be a patron yourself, you can go check out my Patreon in the description. And yeah, let's not delay any further. Let's get into this video. Well, if you guys remember last time, quite a lot happened, just like every episode at this point. Let's get it rolling though. I do have debug mode on, so please do ignore the doggy down here. We do have the Ethiopian forces actually failing to attack Ukraine over here in Transcaucasia. They were trying to take their capital homeland, except not really homeland, it's more their like new adopted capital homeland. They're trying to take it, but wow, the Ukrainian troops far better supplied, far more prepared for this event. I'm actually quite surprised they're doing as well as they are. They're still pushing Ethiopia, and Ethiopia was the one that declared the war. Over here, Indochina and Manchuria still duking it out. Indochina still controls Manchuria's capital, although, like we said, it's not a very strong line actually on either side, and it's actually quite stalemated at this point. They might not hold on to Manchuria's capital for that long if Manchuria puts up a really strong fight, and Indochina just starts. But we'll never really know. Indochina does have a very, very large head start against Manchuria at this point. Manchuria also has to fight Ukraine over there, and Ukraine, because they are doing good in other places now, they can afford the men and they can afford to actually do good against Manchuria now. So we're seeing Ukrainian forces for once actually do good in Asia. Alright, look at this. We've been waiting for this one for a while. Maghreb People's Republic declared war on Emperor of the Lion. Empire of the Lion, not Emperor of the Lion. Empire of the Lion. That's a very big thing because that is going to this seals Empire of the Lion's fate. Now they are fighting a failing front over here against Ukraine, which means Ukraine's gonna possibly get strong here, although they are going to be again just a squiggly snake through the map that's going to eventually get attacked by Croatia. But we have Maghreb that's going to basically adopt the entirety of Africa. I don't think that Ukraine will be able to take very much of Africa. They'll probably get most of the Middle East. It looks like Maghreb's going to cut off Egypt before they can get there. That means they finished their war over here. They were in kind of a bugged war with Gambia where they couldn't take Gambia, but Gambia couldn't push them either. I guess they might have been attacking it for long enough to where it actually worked. But as you guys remember, Maghreb is actually the stronger of the two African countries, even though Empire of the Lion did successfully siege all of the Middle East. Maghreb is still stronger, and we were talking about if these two African countries merged, we would actually have a country powerful enough to compete with Croatia and Indochina at this point. So we'll see if Maghreb can actually build up and be as strong, if not stronger, than Croatia and Indochina to actually be able to compete with them and challenge them for Eurafricasia. Is that how you would say it? Eurafricasia? Progress has been made actually again over here in Peru, Bolivia against the Central Americans. They've pushed one more province. They actually own this province, the Panama Canal, but the Central Americans are controlling it right now. So once they take that back, they'll actually have recovered their only territory that they've lost. Canada is still struggling to fight them on the northern front also. If you guys remember last time, Central America doing a very good job of fighting off the actually very strong Canadians in the north. So yeah, a lot of Ethiopian forces have pulled back and have joined over here to help fight the invaders from the west. All that is doing is essentially securing Ukraine's position in the Middle East. They're not at war with Serbia though, that's the thing. So I think when Serbia falls, I guess Empire of the Lion might still annex it? I'm not sure how this is going to work. It might actually all get released, or it could possibly also get annexed to Croatia. I guess it would be annexed to Empire of the Lion, except it would just still be under occupation of Ukraine. It wouldn't be given back. Wow, Ukraine's even pulling off encirclements just on their own. They've encircled, like, what, 25 divisions in here? Man, this is a sorrow day if you're rooting for Ethiopia. I've got to admit, I was rooting for Ethiopia quite a bit here in this series, and quite sad. You know, we had a postponed F for Serbia last video, but I think we might have 2 Fs this video. We might have to F for Empire of the Lion, but we might also have to F for Serbia as well in the same video. Oh wow, look at this. Actually, Manchuria is pushed far closer to their capital. They've just retaken their capital. Manchuria is making a assault back against the Indo-Chinese and actually doing it successfully. I wonder what's happened to Indochina. They're still obviously very strong, but they've struggled very hard against Manchuria over here. Guys, pretty soon we're going to watch probably our 3rd battle, maybe our 4th battle for Kastamonu, the home state of the Assyrians. The Ukrainians are eventually going to push Ethiopia all the way back over here and attempt to siege it again. So we're going to watch this state be fought for the 3rd time. Also, this is rough. Everything down here was just cut off. Actually, there might not be any Ethiopians down here in South Africa. Let's compare numbers in this war right now. For Maghreb, we have 229 divisions, 225 factories. For Ethiopia, we have 244 divisions, 246 factories. So actually, they're extremely even right now. But that's not going to be the same soon. I've just realized in the Panama Canal, there's level 10 forts and level 10 coastal forts. This is probably the most fortified state / province on the whole map. Oh boy, look at this. It's happening again, boys. We have... they've done it again. We have the Irish invading the British. For the 2nd time we've noticed. It looks like this invasion is not going to go well because they didn't take a port. But this one they may have taken a port? No, they did not take a port. So all of these divisions are screwed. But I love seeing all of these naval invasions that they keep committing. Actually, there's more coming, and they're going to land in East Anglia's capital. Maybe these invasions are just distractions. I've also just realized that Maghreb has possibly the largest navy with 52 ships. I've just checked Indochina. They have less ships than that. How many ships does Croatia have? 26? It does look like Maghreb does have the largest navy in the world, as of now. That does make them also a good candidate for invading the Americas, because it means they'll have the strongest navy to actually be able to do it, which makes them a very good candidate to root for if you want someone over here to win. 12 divisions just encircled right here, and they're killing themselves. It looks like Ukraine's dumped almost their whole army over here. It also seems like their army's gotten a lot bigger. 226 divisions, that's pretty good. That's not going to compete with Indochina once Indochina decides to invade them. It's still very strong though. Maghreb will also be able to possibly defeat them. And then definitely Croatia will be able to hit a huge blow to them, seeing as they'll be able to cut off all this territory super fast. And then they'll also be able to invade through here if the Ukraine takes some territory in Anatolia. Also, it is official, the canal has been cut off by Maghreb, so all of Ethiopia's forces in the Middle East are now technically cut off from supply. This is going to be a bad one right here if Ethiopia loses this position. All of these troops in Anatolia will also be cut off from supply. I'm going to check the war in Africa, and oh wow, okay, so we actually have already almost 2 million casualties for Lion. And actually over here, there seems to be more, but there's only 220,000 for Maghreb, so Maghreb's doing pretty good. Transcaucasia has 700,000. And Serbia, who actually is 94% towards capitulation now, has lost 1.36 million. Actually, we have a naval battle here. We have Manchurian forces versus Indo-Chinese forces. They're just kind of dancing around a little bit, but we do have 2 versus 4 ships, I think, here. Oh, it just ended. Didn't show me who won at all. We have another naval battle over here, though. 7 Indo-Chinese versus 5 Manchurian. Oh, 1 Manchurian ship was just sunk, and 2 Manchurian ships are left to defend themselves. Looks like 1 Indo-Chinese ship could get sunk as well. And the battle ended. I know at least one Manchurian ship was sunk. Momentarily, we actually should see the capitulation of Serbia. I think out of all the countries that could be capitulated, could leave the game, Serbia is probably one of the highest influential countries that was in this series. They did exceptionally well from the beginning. They got kind of bogged behind in the middle of the end, and they kind of paid for that at the end. But in the beginning, they were really fun to watch. They did a lot of great maneuvers and good stuff. Naval effort. Croatia. That's good. Good job, Croatia. Please do more naval stuff. Serbia, you're a long way from home, and I think it's time that you need to surrender and just give it up. Give it up to Croatia. Croatia's won the Battle of the Brothers, or the Battle of the Cousins, whichever you want to call it. You had a great run. Super fun watching you. Maghreb is now approaching dangerously close to the Ethiopian homeland right here. Those are pretty scary, but, you know, they're going to fight to the last man. Oh, wow. So apparently, there's been 4.3 million casualties from Manchuria. That's insane. And there's only been 1.26 million for Indochina, about 700,000 for Ukraine in this giant, massive Asian war. That makes sense why Manchuria has no manpower. And actually Indochina has the manpower now. I think Indochina ran out of manpower in the past. Guys, I also just realized we missed a formed country. Hispaniola is over here. Haiti and Dominican Republic formed Hispaniola. I guess that's all they need. But yeah, wow, we totally missed this. It looks like the capital was Haiti, and Haiti took over Dominican Republic. Then they formed Hispaniola, which is pretty sweet, actually. Whoa, look at how much of Korea Indochina just seized. I looked away for, like a minute, and they've seized all of North Korea. All of a sudden, South Korea looked like it was independent again. You can also see when they're getting ready to attack. We have Indo-Chinese troops just, like, completely surrounding these little colonies of Ukrainian positions. Oh, there's a peace conference. Oh, look at this. Oh, Serbia. It's happened. Yep, so Empire of Lion did get to annex their states that are occupied by Ukraine, but they are not giving them back. Everything has gone to Croatia, and now Croatia is actually invading Ukraine. So we have exactly what we thought would happen. Empire of the Lion actually might have a chance after all if Croatia wants to actually help them. But I think they'll be Croatia's next target even after Ukraine is dead. Well, boys, spam those comments with Fs, please. I want to see Fs in every comment. Even if it's a normal comment, make sure there's at least 5 Fs in it. And I appreciate everyone watching this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. Make sure to check out Patreon if you're interested. I would highly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.